Morning guys, it is Sunday morning and we are still working on the 356. Today we are going to be working on the cowl. Normally JF is usually saying hey to you guys, and he's busy in the paint booth right now working on the vehicle that we are taking to Detroit, and he has promised me another day of working on the 356. So I'm going to go throw on a sweatshirt, follow me, and we're going to go start working on the cowl. You're working hard, babe.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Let's put that hood on.
Okay. Let's put that
Shall we?
One more time.
Okay. Where's the hood prop?
The hood prop is
Behind you.
in right. That's your side. It's my side. Thanks.
I'm trying to remember where we were with all this. I think we were up.
It's up and forward.
Okay.
That looks really good. It's exact same amount on this side. It's not tight here anymore.
There's where I need it to be. So I need to weld this further back. Sure needs to come up though. Or the cowl needs to come down.
Cowl needs to come down.
No. Kinda needs this. Okay, so that was the right move.
Good job.
Moving that over. I think I'm happy with all of this. Need to come forward?
I don't think so.
Where's the rubber? Yeah, come forward on both of them.
Just a C hair forward. Sounds like Teddy.
Ooh, too much. All right. Just let it drop for a sec. So it's low. It's low here too.
It's
Right in the way. Okay, so that is the best the hood fits on the front. So we're good there. Hood is where it belongs. I don't know how to suck this down at this point. I wonder what's going on there. Well, it's right down on the cowl. The gap is good, which is good. Yeah, that tightens up the gap though. Well, but the hood could come forward some more.
I was just going to say, as soon as you did that though, it actually brings the hood into the right spot.
So if I release all these. Then, yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's right. Lift it again for a sec.
That pulled it up.
I know that it does, love. I'm very aware of it. But I have to have it anchored to something, otherwise it's just a flimsy piece of sheet metal. Right. So, I'm going to go down with the hood just slowly. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. A little more. Okay, back up, back up, back up. Down again. Okay, whoa, 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 back up. Okay, down.
Oh, that's interesting. You are a smart cookie.
That's what I do.
I had a beer when I was
Go back up. Back down. Back up. Back down.
You got a pretty tough job.
I've been holding my own. I've been putting in dashes and the bus. And
down. Where is the body hammer? Is it underneath there? Have a look. Is it body hammer? Wooden,
no hammer.
Wooden handle?
No.
Here.
Ah, yes. Up. Down. Up.
I'm quite surprised that I know what a
Down.
body hammer is. I've been watching.
Down. Okay, up. Down. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so there it is. That's what we've been working towards. Nice gap, nice gap.
Gaps happen.
Gap, gap, gap. You can see we're gonna have to correct that little and this little. So nothing to it. Okay, I'm happy now. Jesus. Is that the shittiest bit I've ever used? If we go back up, I think I can finish it. Now we're going to pull the hood one more time.
Just one more? Are you sure?
Just once more. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Whoa, 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 we should be marking it.
Marking it. Sharp me.
Okay. Killing it. All right.
Okay,
All right.
this is it.
No LS in there.
The engine doesn't go in here anyways. This is where the luggage goes.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it. There's going to be some luggage in here.
Okay. All right. It's all over but the crying.
Pardon?
So it's all over but the crying.
Okay. Is there a reason you have one in that spot? Do you want to take that one out? Is that one?
No, I'm just kind of holding the fender down there.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy with that. I've got to do the spot welds along it.
Great, great, great.
So, now, welder please, and I will start preparing other stuff here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Welder, stat.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, Barry, what else? What else is up? Yeah, we're not welding quite yet. Okay, so you've seen us do this on numerous of our projects. Here we go. I've got this thing completely cleat in place. That means both panels are where they want to be. Put that one there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the blade through both pieces of metal. And then that way I can peel them apart properly. So here goes. Spare parts that are falling. So you see that, then I'm going to have just that little gap to weld up. We've done this a few times. I think you guys have seen me do a bunch. So I always rather do that than do it the other way where go. This way I know I don't have any big gaps to fill. Perfect. I'm getting very excited, so I'm going to be moving fast trying to get this together. This is my goal for the day, is to kind of have this dash in place. Do the same thing on this side. See what happens once in a while? You can come see, I'm way off my line, but it doesn't matter because I'm cutting both pieces at once, so we're good.
Everything is dying right now. Mike's just died.
Yeah, well, I want to get this done. So, as I was saying, back to the tricks we normally do. Pick up both pieces of metal at once. See how nice that is? That looks great. And over here is actually a really good example of what I was saying. As you can see, give me the camera for a sec. You can see here that I went offline. Well, that doesn't matter because I'm just gonna do both panels. So when I get it apart, maybe just a little material out of both. Now, if I had a line and I went offline, I'd have a big hole there. So. Yeah, see? Extra. Then there'll be an extra one like that on the bottom. I just find that that's a sure way of making sure both panels are the same. I've seen lots of people, they scribe them and then they get blue ink and then scribe them. Man, that's a lot of work. It's not as quick as this, and I still don't think it's as precise anymore. So what I've done is I've done my 2 initial cuts. I can reach the sheet metal from the bottom on the end of it, and I'm gonna have to work it down and curve it anyways. I've got all my pilot holes drilled. Now, drill 2 more. I'm pulling it off one last time. I'm gonna put some big holes in it so I can do some nice spot welds. Okay, and then we'll vice grip it in. Yeah, that's the size.
That's the ticket.
You with?
I said, that's the ticket.
Ticket. Ticket and go. Size. Finish this today, and then get right back at it tomorrow and see if we can have a dash in it. Now a dash. Well, dash, we got a dash and some serious monkey business to figure out with the
Windshield.
windshield. So let's see how far we can get. Probably going to be this welded today. Maybe dash tomorrow, windshield the next day. Probably don't have that many days.
I was just going to say we don't have that many days.
Okay.
I have to vacuum again.
You what?
I said I have to vacuum again.
Yeah. You have to vacuum.
Yeah.
Taking away Teresa's job.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you saw me cut this. Now I'm going to take this excess metal out of there. Okay.
Hot.
How about those safety gloves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take it here and remove some excess metal. Yeah.
Pardon?
Welder on, gloves. just a little bit of welding to do. And this, quick weld, quick grind, and we are going for it. Alright, so what I'm doing here is just vice gripping all these spaces together. So that everything kind of works in harmony. Come on. The wire speed's just a little fast for this. In case you want some welding lessons, it should always kind of sound like frying bacon, which I think you could hear that those welds were doing that, but the wire speed's just a little bit fast. I can see it puddling up faster than I want it to, so I'm going to go and slow that down.
Do you want me to turn it down?
Small increments. Oh yeah, we got bumped. Bumpity bumped. Less important when I'm doing these spot welds, super important when I start doing the actual alignment there. This in place.
For the bonnet.
Alright, so that takes care of the front here. Just about 2 more seconds, 2 more minutes. Guess what's coming up for Teresa in about a half hour.
I know my job.
Hood install. Woo-wee! Okay, now.
Do you want me to grind down your spot welds after too?
Yeah, it can do that also. So now, have a look at this. We've got a misalignment, which we knew about. And we have a difference in elevation. So rather than weld those two at a different elevation, which is what I see a lot of people do. Don't do that, by the way. I'm just going to flatten this out. All right, see that? Now they're the same elevation. And I could do a nice job of it. And when we grind it, you won't know it was welded. Perfect.
Just so you know, when you're talking with your mask on, you sound like Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Dennis. That's not Dennis, is it? It's Luke. Starting to already get stiff. Okay, well, I can see these elevations are pretty darn good. I'm actually going to weld the very corner here, so I got something to work for. So, while I'm welding, I know that I got to change this radius, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put a pie cut in it right along that leading edge. I'm going to hammer back. It's going to be hot. Did there? Little cut. Right? See how that curvature is right on the money now? And a welder shot. Alright, see how nice that's going to look? Now, elevations. Remember we talked about that lots and lots and lots. What I'm feeling right now is this panel is higher than this one. So I'm physically going to tap it because it's the very first corner. Till it's flat. Right there. We're going to move over to this side because we don't know what to do with this. You can see our elevations are way off here. As soon as I took that extra piece of metal out, the things started to move around. So, bit by bit. So you can move it up further, a little less. That's how I gauge it, right? This one needs it all the way. If you're a first-time welder, I'll show you what I got. See in there? I got an extra pair of cheaters in there. So even if your eyes are good, but you're not very good at welding, it is such an advantage to be able to see the puddle that you're making. I highly recommend it. See this line we were talking about? Whew. Nice, even, simple line to weld. No big openings and small openings. This will be really nice to work with. Okay, so this has gotten tight. I'm going to relief cut it again, let it open up, relax. Want all things relaxed. All right. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's working good. Perfect. So. Whew. So I'm trying to raise that little area just a little bit while I'm welding rather than, yeah, it's a weird shape. It looks like both panels didn't have the exact same shape. So. Raise it a bit, weld it, cool it. There's a lot of transitions of shapes here, and I'm just trying to be very, very careful in how I approach it. Yeah, I think I've raised that enough. Okay. All right. Yeah. What that looks like if I clamp it. Yeah, see, that's pretty nice. I'm very happy with that. A little fat spot here. Use this spoon to lift. There we go. Perfect. A little more cutting, same as before. Oh, that's nice. Chunk has released. Okay. See, I'm creeping that up. Oh, beautiful. Okay, looks good. Put all this stuff into place. A little more cutting. Oh yeah. I see. Yeah. Oh, that made it to the floor. That's good. Happy days.
That works.
Oh man, it's so nice. See how that's kind of tight though? I'm going to open that up just the width of this blade because I know from experience that's going to cause it to stretch a bit there. Perfect. Gosh, I am happy with that. I think we're going to have to transition that curve down in here. Ah, just like that somehow. Okay. I know I've talked about this a couple times, but I'll talk about it again. What I'm trying to do is make sure that I have a puddle that's red hot, I let it cool till the redness goes away in the lighting of the helmet, and then I hit that puddle again and pull one more till it's red hot. You can kind of hear my timing, but look at how beautiful those welds are. And I know that I've got a weld that's all the way through the panel when I open it up, the thickness of that blade. All right, looks like we got work for Teresa. And I'll finish off this other side.
Do you want me to start doing that?
Yeah, please.
Okay. You want me to flatten these guys too?
Yeah. All right, here's my best interpretation of what to do at this point with this particular thing. There was a big ear that stuck out. I just kept trimming it back till I got it close. You can see here, now I'm getting really close. So keep trimming it back until you get to a really nice gap like we did with the fender here. Now some guys that are really advanced in their metal craftsmanship, and if they only work on one car at a time, they would probably have a template, and then you could hold this spoon and you would fold this back under. But to get to that and to get these compound curves to work, for me, it's going to be way easier to trim it, get the gap really nice, and then I'll take a piece of probably 1/2 inch wide, 3/8 wide strip of steel, and then I'll weld that in there so that it's nice and rigid. And that'll do the trick. It'll look really nice. There. So you can see how nice that gap is. Now I'll be able to just put, like I said, a little piece of metal underneath it, tack the two together. It'll give me a nice solid space to do some more grinding and finish that gap. But I'll do this on the other side while Teresa's grinding that. Get back to work.
On my mama and God, you're the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you wanted a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. When I'm in it, I got you going, oh. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to know that I've been on you. Ooh, oh. Tell me that you want it. Little baby, you a 10. Can I run it back again? Laid up, we paid up and faded on top of it. Ain't really used to this, I ain't ever has. From the bare minimum, we doing lavish. I was down bad, really acting like I had it. You seen right through it, knew I was catting up. Still let me hit it till you cashed out, it adding up. Lately, been adding up. What you want, I'm activated. Way you looking at me with the minds, hella captivated. Know you had you a long day, you agitated. I can get you off no medication, have you elevated. Can't fix the world, but I bet I fix that attitude. Mood on Big 10 when I fall through, it's all you. Slide through the town by the lake shore. Used to ride tank to the last drop in the Acura. Really, I was down bad, I was acting up. Somehow you still ain't had enough, yeah. Ride for a real one, yeah. Slide on a real one. On my mama and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you wanted a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. Wait a minute, I got you going. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to know that I've been on you. Tell me that you want it. Little baby, you a 10. Can I run it back again? What we doing? I've been on you long time, I'ma prove it. You let me ride tides and I always keep it fluid. Anything going stupid, I be tripping if I lose it. I get you so high, have you jet lag. We can skip town, get your rest back.
I think we're going to get Teresa to mask up the windshield,
Okay.
so we don't damage it. We're going to hold the windshield pillars in place and see how all the profiles are. Yeah. This piece looks like it's an overlap piece on all the stuff I've seen, because they run a piece of, but I think I'm going to try to butt weld it and do a really nice job. What I'm really struggling with right now is there's a piece of tubing that goes inside the car here, and it holds up the windshield. And it has to sit at the right height, so the right denomination, so that you can actually tighten the bottom bolt on the windshield. The idea was you could take this car and go racing on weekends with it, and you would remove the windshield for better airflow when you're racing. So you had two bolts, kind of like a Jeep has a convertible top that comes off real easy because you're supposed to experience it with the weather. Well, this has two bolts. You basically took those off, pulled the windshield out. So it's got these studs here that would hold the windshield in. So my job is to put the sleeve in place so that you can just slide the windshield in and then it won't wiggle around. Problem with that is it sits at an angle this way and an angle this way a little bit, which doesn't really make sense. Probably just sits at an angle this way. And then it goes straight up from there. So that is my challenge of the day. Now that we showed you that we built these pockets, that sort of gives you an idea of the complexity of that. I think I explained that we didn't have any angles to choose from. Sort of had to make it up by pictures, and I think I'm getting really, really happy with it. You can see I've not committed very aggressively to welding it in place yet. But this will hold the structure of everything. Like it's really starting to make sense, and then this gets butt welded all the way along, and it makes that really nice fender edge that we've been looking for. So I'm going to keep trucking. I think my next step is to open this up and allow for the piece of tubing. So probably cut out a couple pieces of tubing the right length. Open that up. We'll build one more box, and we'll show you how that goes. And then if I can get another box built like this over there, two little windshield dowels, I think we're going to call that a day. So let's get after it. Right here.
Oh, okay.
All right, another day has passed, a whole bunch more metal work. In the next video, we are going to mock up the windshield so it will truly be a Speedster. We're going to build the dash, and there's some dash supports that have to go in. So like, click, subscribe, and hopefully you're enjoying the content. Thanks for watching, guys.
We really appreciate all the comments that you make too, so thanks.
Peace out.